It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. You never know. It could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, does he have an outside influence? Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband can be the sweetest man or the most annoying person in the world, depending on his mood. If he feels like talking, he does it on his terms. I share tidbits of my workday with him, and we talk about that together. But if I ask him how his day was, he says everything was fine or uneventful that day. He doesn't share any parts of his personal life, and it sounds strange to say that because I thought marriage meant that we had the same personal life with the exception of our friends. He has a different opinion, and when I ask him what's going on, he tells me that I'm nosy or nagging him. As a married man, he rode through a new neighborhood and took pictures of 3 homes, and I saw the pictures on his phone. I can't ask about them because he would have a fit and start hiding his phone again. He always has his AirPods in, and he walks around the house on the phone. I don't dare ask him who he's talking to because he will embarrass me while he is on the phone. He's done that numerous times before. I have walked in on him pleasuring himself, and call me crazy, but I think he was on the phone with another woman while he was doing it. It makes me think he has an outside influence that's making him act like this towards me. The final straw for me was him coming home with a tray of jambalaya and a tray of seafood pasta, and he said that a girl he met recently has a new catering company, so he helped her out by ordering from her. Why didn't he call me first to see what I wanted? Do I need to find the new girl that caters food, or is it someone else? Why has my husband's attitude changed? Well, it doesn't sound like it's changed much. It sounds like he's been the same person throughout your marriage. You said he could be the sweetest man or the most annoying person in the world, depending on his mood. You said that. Now you're asking about outside influences. If you mean another woman, yes, it most certainly can be that. And it could be this catering woman. I mean, but it really sounds like something you should be asking him, and not us, not Steve and I. But again, you should be asking your husband, like I said, because why are you so afraid to talk to this man? You're afraid, it sounds like. And it doesn't sound like he likes you at all. He doesn't want to hear what you have to say. He's ignoring you in the house with his AirPods in. So far, the way it's been going, you say something, he shuts you down with his response. Who gave him that power? You did. I mean, what's wrong with you asking him certain questions? And who is he that he won't answer you? Or why is he trying to make you feel badly for asking the questions in the first place? This is a controlling situation on his part, I think, because he's got you scared to say anything to him. You got to speak up. You have a voice. You got to change the narrative here. Let him know how you feel and what you want. Make it about you sometimes, not always about him. Steve?
Well, this letter right here has a few angles to it. I will tell you this right here. He don't like you.
Mm-mm.
Let me just go and get that out the way. He don't really like you. And I'm going to help you understand something about women. So women, pay attention, because I think this is going to help a lot of you, because I've heard this before. Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband can be the sweetest man or the most annoying person in the world. I'm not talking about that part right there. Depending on his mood, if he feels like talking, he does it on his terms. Most men are not as talkative as women overall as a whole. That's just, and I'm not being sexist, it's just most men are normally not as talkative as most women. Now, are there exceptions to that? Of course it is. But I'm just making a general statement for the most part. So that's not uncommon. Here's the problem in this letter starting. I share tidbits of my workday with him, and we talk about that together. But if I ask him how his day was, he says everything was fine or eventful that day. He don't share any parts of his personal life, and it sounds strange to say that. Well, let me start with this. When you say you share tidbits of your day, And we talk about it. And then when you ask him how his day was, he said everything was fine or uneventful. Why is that happening? Because you take up all the time.
Tidbits mean small.
To her. But you know how many tidbits she done bought up? And you take up all the doggone talk time. Then when you ask him how his day went, he go, I'm fine. Everything was good. Ain't nothing happened. Just wasn't eventful. How many women go through this? I can promise you a lot. Because ladies, you don't even see how you come across with that. And I'm not blaming you. I'm just, you're not aware of these tidbits that you talk about. It don't really be bits. And it don't be tids. Because y'all have to verbalize things. And you take up the time. So in defense of him, you're talking too much. And it's after work, and a man ain't gonna want to talk about his work. He just ain't. So that part is okay. Now, the rest of the letter is not good. He doesn't share any parts of his personal life, and that sounds strange to say that because I thought marriage meant that we had the same personal life. Who told you that? That's not what that means. You cannot have the same personal life as your mate. Who told you that? You have to always have some form of individuality in order for the marriage to work. Nobody wants to be tied to the hip with somebody the rest of their life. Anybody finna do that?
Hang on, Steve.
I want to go do something. My wife go do something. We can't do everything together. I don't want you playing golf.
We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, does he have an outside influence? We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You've heard us talk about the benefits of Globe Life Insurance. Globe Life has been protecting families for generations. Globe Life is easy to buy with rates starting as low as $3.49 a month. There is no medical exam, just a simple application. Call Globe Life today at 1-800-251-5400 or visit globeliferadio.com. Again, that's 1-800-251-5400 or globeliferadio.com. All right, Steve, come on, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, does he have an outside influence?
I don't know if he has an outside influence, but this man don't like you, so let's get to this letter. Either your husband can be the sweetest person in the world or most annoying, depends on his mood. He only likes to talk on his terms. Now, here's what she said in the letter. I share tidbits of my workday with him and talk about it together, but I asked him how his workday was. He said everything was fine and it wasn't nothing eventful. And I'm telling her that's because you use up all the time with all your tidbits. By the time you cover the 8, 9 tidbits that happen to you all day, he don't want to talk no more. It's after work. I'm off. I don't want to talk about my job. I want to leave my job at the house. That's all that is. But now let's move on. And then she said that sounds kind of strange to her because I thought marriage meant that we had the same personal life. Lady, who told you that? Marriage does not mean you have the same personal life. That means you come together, join together in a marriage to be a benefit and a help to one another, to pledge your love to somebody, and to help you all reach a common goal, and to live your life together and have a family. That's marriage. Should you have a personal life of your own? You absolutely should. There are things that your wife should do that she don't want you involved in and you don't want to be involved in. And there's some things that you do that your wife don't need to be involved in and you don't want her involved in. I don't want my wife smoking cigars. Me and my friend. I don't want my wife coming to play golf with me. Mm-hmm. Every time she tell me I'm going to take some golf lessons, I change the subject.
What do you change it to? That's
just anything, shopping.
Oh, okay.
Let's do something you like to do. And then that's it. And come on now. She got her friends. They go have their teas, their little wines and stuff. Mm-hmm. Me and my friends smoke cigars, play golf. That's it. And fish. Mm-hmm. Now, she fishes with me, but that's it. All right, now. Then he has a different opinion. And when I ask him what's going on, he tells me that I'm nosy or nagging him. Nagging, ladies, I wrote in the book, and I will remind you what nagging is. Nagging is tone and timing. That's all it is. So it could be the way you bringing it up and the tone you using to it. It could be. But your man don't really care for you. We finna get into that. As a married man, he rode through a new neighborhood and took pictures of 3 homes, and I saw the pictures on his phone. So he took pictures of 3 houses he liked. Now, you saw him on his phone. Now, guess what? I can't ask him about him because he would have a fit and start hiding his phone again. Wait a minute. What you mean hiding his phone again? You been going through the man's phone? So now he done took some pictures of 3 houses he liked. That's all it was. Man, lady, come on. You got to pull up. You too much. You overreacting a little bit here, but maybe not because he don't like you. He always has his AirPods in and he walks around the house on the phone. I dare not ask him who he's talking to because he will embarrass me while he's on the phone. He don't like you. This dude just walking around the house. What you talking me? See, I'm on the phone. Let me talk on the phone. I don't bother you when you on the phone. Now you over there in the corner going, oh, I didn't mean all that. Now, wait a minute. I have walked in on him pleasuring himself and called me crazy. But I think he was on the phone with another woman while he was doing it. Now, he probably was.
If you're being honest,
I'm just gonna be real with you. I can't. I can't help him here. I'm gonna just go out and say that probably what was happening.
That helps for sure, right?
It is, Okay. It makes me think he has an outside influence that's making him act like this towards me. Lady, how much information you need?
Right.
He don't talk to you. He keep his earbuds in. Every time you say something to him, he taking pictures of 3 houses. He ain't mention the houses to you. He on the phone pleasuring himself. You think he talking to a woman? Call me crazy. I think he got outside influence making him act. The final straw for me was him coming home with a tray of jambalaya and a tray of seafood pasta. And he said that the girl he met recently had a new catering company, so he helped her out by ordering from her. That sounds fair. Why didn't he call me first to see what I wanted? He don't like you. He don't care what you want. How many times I gotta tell you? He don't even talk to you. You gonna eat what I bring home. I bought a tray of it. Eat this right here. I don't even like you. Matter of fact, I don't even care what you want.
Leave your comments.
Do I need to find this new girl that caters the food? Okay, go over there.
Strawberry letter.
Why is my husband's attitude changed? It ain't changed. He been the same through the whole letter.
Yeah, on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you, Steve. It's Steve Harvey.
He don't like you.
Check us out at the Strawberry Letter Podcast on the free iHeartRadio app.
He want a divorce.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.